Thank you, Detroit. Boy, what a difference 6 weeks makes. 6 weeks ago, I was out of this campaign. And I really did think it was over. And, you know, once in a while, you have a campaign where the candidate inspires and motivates the supporters. But this is the rarest of all campaigns. This is the campaign where the volunteers motivated and inspired the candidate. And there's one message tonight. Detroit wants change. We thought we'd seen it all, right? We had dirty tricks. Many of you out there found yourselves and me attacked on Facebook or on the morning radio because you supported me. And then when my opponent finally went on the air, their TV commercial was a negative attack ad. All right? This is the kind of campaign that we've been seeing from Detroit for way too long, and the Detroiters are ready for a change. And of course, there was the ultimate of all the tricks. Of 500,000 registered voters in Detroit, the person whose name most closely resembled mine, Mike Duggan, turned up as a candidate. And if you're worried about those write-in votes, our observers have been at the polls and the absentee ballots all day watching the ballots, and they're telling me 97% of all the votes cast were done right. So I thought when I first heard it, I believed that trick was an insult to the people of Detroit, and the people spoke loud and clear today. And so now we're going to run on a campaign for the next 3 months every day of hope and unity, because everybody in this city shares the same dream of the Detroit we want. The divisiveness, we're going to hear it for the other campaign, I guarantee you. It's going to continue because it's what they know, and they'll do more of it, but we're not going to buy into it, because here's what I know for sure. We all share the same dreams, and as you know, and I've said 100 times, it does not matter if you are black, brown, or white. It does not matter if you are Christian, Jewish, or Muslim. It does not matter if you are gay or straight. It does not matter if you were born in the city of Detroit or you're an immigrant from another country. All of us are sharing a dream to rebuild this city together. It's an enormous disadvantage running a write-in campaign, because you're spending all of your time and energy trying to educate people how to fill out a ballot. And when it was first announced, people said, why did he do it? A number of commentators said my chances of finishing second place were slim and none. Again, they underestimated Detroiters. But now it's time. And now it's time, and I owe it to the people of Detroit, a very concrete plan of what the next 4 years are about, and that's what we're going to talk about in the next 90 days. But no plan means anything unless there's a very clear plan to transition the governance of the city from the emergency manager back to the elected officials. And so I'm not going to do this by attacking the emergency manager. I'm going to do it by coming in with a very sound, thought-out plan. And the night of November 5th, after the votes are counted, I hope my coalition of community leaders and business leaders will join me, because we're going to go see Governor Snyder, and we're going to say to the governor, You said the reason you went for an emergency manager was the current administration was not making progress. Maybe that was true. But on the night of November 5th, we will have elected a mayor with a strong turnaround history. We will bring in a great turnaround team with a very specific turnaround plan. And there will be no excuse for continuing the emergency management. It'll be time to thank Mr. Orr for his service and send him back to Washington, D.C. and return Detroit to the elected officials selected by the voters. I don't know whether I'm going to succeed in transitioning the emergency manager out in 3 months or 9 months. I'm going to work very hard. But whichever way it goes, I have a very clear vision of how Detroit comes out of this bankruptcy stronger and better. And if the emergency manager remains here, my opponent says he's going to ignore him. He's not going to engage him. As we go through a bankruptcy process that determines our future, I am going to do this just the opposite. I'm going to engage the emergency manager and the governor every day, and if they don't listen, I'm going to engage the bankruptcy judge. And here